There are several commands you can use depending on the type of deletion you need. D operator accepts a motion with which you can delete words, lines, paragraphs, etc. dk combines the D operator and the motion k to move to the line above. So dk deletes current line and the line above. dd deletes only the current line. You can repeat this operation using a count prefix. So if I wanted to delete the current line and the line next to it, I can say 2dd. Similarly, if I use 10dd, it deletes the current line and 9 lines below it. You can also do the same thing using motion commands. So D operator accepts a motion. 9j moves 9 lines below. And there are other type of motions like text object motion. IW means inside a word regardless of where the cursor is on that word. So if let's say my cursor is here and I wanted to delete this word. So I press D inside word. So it deletes regardless of where the cursor is. There are a lot of other motions available. We'll discuss that in other future lessons. C operator is similar to D except that it changes to insert mode. So DD deletes the current line. If you press CC, you can see it deletes the current line but changes to insert mode. And there are several other shortcuts available. Capital D deletes from the current character to the end of the line. This is same as D dollar, where dollar is a motion command that moves to the end of the line. So let's say I'm here and I want to delete till end of the line. So I press capital D, or I can use D dollar. X deletes only the current character. It's same as DL. So I'm here, I press X, it deletes T. If I wanted to delete the character before the cursor, I use capital key. So X deletes the current character. Capital X deletes the character before the cursor. C is similar to D except it changes to insert mode. Similarly, S is similar to X but changes to insert mode. So if I press S, it deletes that current character and goes to insert mode. You can repeat operations using a count prefix. So if I wanted to delete 4 characters and move to insert mode, I would say 4S. Capital S is same as CC. So it deletes the current line and moves to insert mode. One more thing you need to notice is the way CC or S behaves depends on the indentation, and that depends on auto indent setting. So on this line, if I press capital S, it deletes everything and moves to the first column location. This is an indented line, and if I press CC or capital S, it deletes till the indentation. The Y operator copies depending on the motion you use. So Y is yank operator. YK copies the current line and the line above it, since K is a motion that moves one line above. YY is similar to DD. It copies the current line. One difference is capital D deletes from current cursor to end of the line, but capital Y copies the entire line. So you can use Y dollar when you want to copy from current character to the end of the line. If you want capital Y to behave same as capital D, you can use a custom mapping. So you can map capital Y to Y dollar. You can use count prefix. So 2YY copies the current line as well as the line below it. And you can use other type of motions like YIW. So this will copy a word regardless of where the cursor is on that word. YL copies the current character. YH copies the character before the cursor. You can use the P command after a cut or copy operation. P stands for put or paste. Lowercase p pastes the copied content once. So let's say I copied this line using YY, and if I use lowercase p, it will paste the content once. So since this is line based, it is pasted below the current line. If I copy part of a line, so let's say I use Y in W. So I copied this word alone. And if I use P, it will paste to the right of the cursor. Capital P will paste content above or left. So let's say I deleted this content and I use capital P. So this will paste line above the current line since it is capital P. If it was part of a line, then capital P pastes to the left of the cursor. So let me delete till end of the line. And now if I press capital P, the content is pasted to the left of the cursor. You can use count prefix. Let's say I copy this line and I want to paste it 3 times. So 3P. The line is pasted 3 times. There are 2 more handy commands. Right square bracket and lowercase p. This is same as P command but changes the indentation level to match the current line. So let's say I copy this line and this indentation level is different compared to this. So now if I press right square bracket and lowercase p, you can see this line is pasted with the same indentation of the current line. Similarly, left square bracket and P behaves like capital P but changes the indentation level to match the current line. Let me show another example. So if I wanted to copy these 4 lines, I can press 4YY. Now I want to paste these lines at the same indentation level of this line. So I'll use right square bracket and P. So you can see these lines are pasted based on this indentation level.